So when you having Trump on?
I don't know.
Okay. The look.
I don't know. Maybe.
Looks like you got something.
Maybe.
Okay, good. That's good. I think that's...
look, at a certain point in time, it's just like, it would be interesting to hear his perspective on a lot of things. I would like to know, what is it like when you actually get into office? I would like to know things like, what is it like versus perception?
Yeah.
What is it actually like when you get in that building? Like, what are you greeted with? When do you know that people are fucking with you? When do you know that the intelligence agency is lying to you? Like, when you decided to fire Comey, what was the thought? How much did you know? Like, what's the machine like? What is the deep state really like? Really like? Because we have all these, smoky room perceptions, like from the Bill Hicks joke, where they show you the Kennedy assassination from an angle you've never seen before. What is the machine that runs this country? Because it's very clear that it's not as simple as elected representatives that are doing the will of the people. It's not.
Yeah. When I was thinking about you interviewing Trump, and I know you've said in the past, I would never help him. I think you said it on Alex. And then you turn to Alex and you say, like, would you interview Putin? And you guys got that moment together. And then I saw how you opened up RFK's interview, which, by the way, incredible, the way you opened it up, the whole conversation back and forth. And you said, look, I thought you were this. I thought you were that. I thought you were this. And then boom, you do the interview. And people are like, well, I kind of like this guy. I kind of like what he's doing. And he's been out there getting whatever number he's at right now, 15, 16, 17%. I think if you think about the most complicated, misunderstood person in our generation, let's just say if we say the last 30 years, where would you put Trump as the most misunderstood, complicated person that we've had in America in the last 30 years?
I don't know if it's misunderstood. I think for sure they have distorted who he is and magnified his faults and even said things that are absolutely not true, like the Russia collusion thing. I mean, that was the narrative, that he was a puppet of Russia and that we're going to get him into office, and he was a traitor and he's really in the pocket of Russia. And that was the Steele dossier. They had information on him. Hookers were peeing on him. By the way, if he really did have a party and the hookers were peeing on him and all that crazy, do you really think that would hurt him? I don't even think it would hurt him.
No,
I don't think
not
it would hurt
him. He's untouchable.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Those girls, they had plastic sheets.
Yeah, what's wrong with golden showers? He's going to make something up,
And people would go, who cares?
Who cares?
He's going to fucking prop up the economy.
Yeah.
Who cares? He's gonna make things healthy again.
So let's fast forward 20 years from now. Let's go to 2043. We're doing a podcast. You're 75. Okay? I don't know if you're doing podcasts, but that'd be one hell of a podcast at 75. And maybe we feel a little bit more comfortable coming out at that time because we're traditionalists, we're older generation. Then maybe we're a little bit more careful about what people think about us right now. But at 75, we look back and we look at the list of podcasters. Who are the greatest podcasters of all time? Joe Rogan at the top, GOAT. Who's the greatest this, that? And he's like, dude, but he never interviewed that guy Trump. I'm going to be like, what are you talking about? Wait, let me get this straight. The greatest podcaster of all time never interviewed Trump at a time that he didn't do that? Dude, that's crazy. I don't believe it. Why not? It had to be personal. It had to be this. So to me, I think the guy that's going to interview him in a way that nobody else is going to interview him, you're going to ask some questions that you want to know about. Like, hey, what happened with JFK? Are we really going to find out? Can you commit to us? Are you going to come out with the files or no? So I really want to know. Last time you said you did, but you only gave us 80%. Are we going to get the other 20%? Aliens. What the hell is going on with these aliens? Are we going to know or no? Can you give us a glimpse? Do you think we should know?
I don't think he'd tell you anything about that.
But what I'm saying...
I think that would be a waste of time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is whatever angles you choose to take.
Right.
Okay? It's your show. You get to take whatever angles you want to take. I think it'd be very weird to look back. There's going to be no mainstream media 20 years from now. You know that. I know that. To look back and say Joe never interviewed Trump, that's kind of weird. So that's my pitch to you.
Good. I like weird.
You like weird?
I like things that are weird.
I would say if you don't do the podcast with him, you're helping the establishment and you're helping a guy named Joseph Biden. I think you're helping that person. That's kind of weird. But indirectly in your mind, you're helping Joseph Biden win by not interviewing Trump.
Did you come on this podcast specifically to
No.
try to get me to interview Trump?
No, you brought up Trump multiple times. I never brought it up.
It seems like you did. I think you did.
I could tell you, Joe, don't go live with this podcast and keep it until after you do Trump's interview, and then say, Pat told me don't do it, and then they're going to release this, even if it's 3 months from now. I wouldn't care if you did that. Your guys' support, I respect. I love the work you're doing. I'm talking to you as if the camera's not on right now. Don't go live with this. Go live a week after Trump. And we can date it right now. We can show the phone. It's 3/12, August 2nd, Wednesday. Okay, here's camera. If you don't go live with this until after Trump, I don't care.
Well, I'm going to go live.
I'm just saying to you, from my perspective, what I'm trying to tell you is I don't want you to think there is my purpose of being here in Austin. I've been working on a gift for you for God knows how long, which at the end of the podcast, when you said we're done, I'll show you, a couple of these gifts. One of them took us a while to get. I came here because, as a Middle Eastern, you're opening up a comedy club. We talked, you dreamed the way you build it. Everybody, tells me I got to go. I'm like, dude, I got to go, but I don't want to go empty-handed. So I came here to give you gifts. Then you said, if you're here, let's do a podcast. And I said, no problem. Let's do the podcast. So now we're here. I'm going to give you the gifts, all that stuff. No one's here with a motive. The motive is, as a friend, as a guy that's in the same space as you, and you're the Michael, you're the Brady of the space, I'm encouraging Michael and Brady to consider this. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll consider it.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Thank you.
Jamie, what's the chances this thing's going live?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah?
100%.
100%.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
going to air.
All right.
Why would I not air it?
I love you. No, I don't want you to think there is a motive in something that this person wants from you. Yeah.
I don't think that, but I do think you would like me to interview Trump. I think you've been very clear about that.
There's no question about that.
Yeah,
I'm not. And I said this to you in a text a year ago when, I said so. But, yeah, I do want to see it selfishly as a